All right, you guys, so the very first thing that I think I would recommend that you need to do when buying your first home is look for the homes that have been on the market the longest. Now, the reason why I started my search kind of at the homes that have been on the market the longest was because these are homes that have the most negotiating room or wiggle room. Especially right now, the stock market is not going down, especially here, like I said, in Washington. And Utah, I know for sure as well. The markets have still been going up. They're still climbing. They're still strong. There's still a lot of growth. And so if you want a good deal, you have to look for the homes that have been on the market the longest. Yes, you can get in there right away as soon as a home gets on the market. But what I've seen is people will come down a lot more. And especially in one of the homes that I've been personally looking at right now, they are willing to negotiate $30,000 at least off of this home. And that is a crazy amount. It's a newer home. There's not a whole lot to really have to do. But with that, one of the crazy things is there's a lot of time it's been on the market. The seller wants to get out of it. And if you think about it from your perspective, if you were selling something, you start out the first month, you're like, okay, no hits, 2 months, no hits, 3 months. Okay, yes, you may be okay with leaving your capital in there, but there comes a time where you just want to get out of the property. You want to move on. You want to stop worrying about it. You want to stop being on your mind. And so I always recommend, if you really are looking for a good deal, especially in a hot market, find those houses that have been on the market for a while, understand why they've been on the market, and then accordingly adjust your bid or what you're going to be giving as an offer to that seller. And one thing, you guys, before we start the video, if you do find this video helpful, if you find the information useful, the only thing that I don't ask for payments, I don't ask for anything like that. I simply ask for you to smash the thumbs up button and turn on the subscription button if you find this content helpful. Like I said, it'd be helpful now, even before you start the video, but I don't mind if you wait till the middle of the video. Catch you guys in the video here. Second thing to do in order to get the best deal on your very first home or your rental property is to look for things or homes with cosmetic defects in them. Look for ugly homes that have bad paint choices, buyers that have put in horrible, ugly, not neutral paint colors that don't appeal to the masses. Find homes that have lighting issues. Find homes that have landscaping that just looks bad. Curb appeal, curb appeal, curb appeal is going to sell a home. They say putting money into bathrooms and into kitchens are where you're going to get most of your return. And so finding those homes and kind of going opposite end of the spectrum of getting a brand new home is go find homes that have some of those cosmetic defects that need to be updated, or a home that's about 10 years old will also be one of those homes that maybe is still fairly new, but could use a few little updates and some sprucing up in order to make it feel like it's in the current year or just kind of an updated feel for it. Third thing, and I think this is a very important thing that most couples or individual home buyers that go into buying a home don't look at, is knowing ahead of time how long your time frame is that you are going to be living in that home. So often we go out with the idea that we're going to purchase a home and, we maybe go, we're going to live there for 5 years, or, oh, we're going to live there for 10 years, or, et cetera, et cetera. But we don't really have a goal. We don't have a set plan. And that is kind of a problem when you go out buying any specific home. My current goal with this home that I'm going to be getting into is a time frame of 2 to 3 years that I plan on being in this starter home. I plan on turning it into a rental, and that's where you need to make the decision. Is this home that you're buying right now, is it going to become a rental, or are you going to live in this for a long period of time? Those kinds of things will really play a factor in determining, do you buy this home and then put in some nicer furnishings or fixtures, or do you put in just the highest quality that you can that's more rental grade? In a rental grade home, you're not going to put in nice automatic blinds. You're going to put in the cheap, nicer white blinds, wood slat blinds. You're not going to put in thick granite countertops. You're going to try and find something that's a little bit more on the budget side. Don't invest in Berber carpets. I think that's what they're called, Berber. Don't invest in expensive carpets. All those little things are going to end up costing you more that you will not get out when you go to either rent the home or if you're going to sell. So if you're planning on being there for a shorter period of time, don't spend a lot of money in super expensive upgrades. And you never want to be in the top price tier for any particular neighborhood. You want to buy a home that's in the lower tier of the neighborhood, and then you want to be able to upgrade it to about middle of the road. And that's where you're looking for your sweet spot. You never want to be the most expensive, and you also never want to be the cheapest in any particular neighborhood. Number 4 is a super important one, and this is get pre-qualified early and take your time. One of the things that I've learned a hard lesson in this whole process is you need to get pre-qualified early because you want to find the best rates from every single lender. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make in starting your home buying process is not getting started and finding a lender that is actually going to give you the best rate and is actually going to help you in your particular financial circumstance. Whether you're a W-2 employee or you're a 1099 private business owner, those things are going to really play a factor. And so you need to find a lender that understands your situation, can help you, and really wants to be able to get you the best rates. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, they are salesmen, they're selling products. And so you need to be able to do your own due diligence, do your research in order to understand, what loan product is going to actually be best for you. And so you're not just taking the first thing that anyone offers you. What this also means for you is that you are able to take your time in finding that home. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when going and looking for a home is they have a month until they have to get out of their lease and until they have to get in that home within a month. That is scary and that is bad, and that's going to really make it so that you are unable to get the best deal on your home. Give it time. Take 6 months. If you have that month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, why not start planning ahead a little bit more and take 6 months in order to really get a feel for the overall market that you are shopping for a home in and understanding what will best fit your needs. I think that is one thing that I even could have done better as I've been looking for my first home. Number 5 goes along with lending, and that is do not get screwed by lenders. Like I said, guys, there are a lot of lenders out there. They are salesmen at the end of the day. Do not just take the word of one agent or even two lenders, lending officers, I guess is what we should call them. They are out there to sell products oftentimes, and I've even talked to lenders that are good friends with my mom that's been a great agent and has sent them a ton of business. The reality is a lot of these lenders don't know their butt from a hole in the wall. And honestly and truly, it's frustrating. Like, you will see lenders that own the company themselves and they're idiots. They really don't know anything. And so what you need to do is you need to be able to do your own research. You need to find out what an ARM is. You need to understand what a fixed 30-year is. You need to understand what a 15-year loan would do to you. You need to understand all these different things, and those are time consuming. It does take time. But you guys, this is, if not the largest, one of the largest purchases that you will ever make in your life. And all these little fees that they charge you in the list A column, and I'm going to make another video about how to not get screwed by lenders, but to keep it short and simple, all the fees, all the junk fees that they put into loans can end up costing you thousands of dollars extra if you don't understand. There's a client recently that the lender actually tried to put her in an ARM, and that is a fluctuating rate when we have some of the lowest interest rates right now, like historically, that we have seen in like decades. So that is something that you need to know as a potential client and as a home buyer. Rule number 6 is get to know the house that you're looking for. Do things like going on the county website and looking at what the property taxes are, getting to know all the fundamentals. They even rate on the GIS for the home, and I will link down here like what these websites are. They will give like a rating. They have like a basically a county representative that goes out and rates the building materials, the quality, and those kinds of things. Get to know what this house is. Do a thorough walk around the house. Check it inside and out. And go back at multiple different times throughout the day. Go back multiple different days and look at the property, look at the people around there. Look at those things, because that will give you also the ability to know how to get more money off of the home. So one of the things that I've done is I went and I saw that there were like birds. Like, it looked like in one of the dryer vents, looked like there's a bunch of like bird poop and stuff outside. I noticed that. I've gotten quotes for how much it would cost to get the yard renovated because it's on a hill. How much would a retaining wall cost? Having all of these things and understanding those pieces of information, and then having a real estate agent that can also then write up a really good, clean offer is massive. Like, that is probably one of the biggest tips and tricks that I can give you, is find a real estate agent that is on your side and that really understands how to negotiate with someone that's had a house on the market for 3 months or 4 months or 5 months in order to get you the very best deal. And rule number 7 is going along with the lenders and just interest rates in general in order to get yourself the very best deal. Understand that interest rates are very low right now. A lot of people are going to go, Cameron, you're crazy for buying a house right now before a recession. That could be true, but you could also make a very strong statement that if you buy a house that is undervalued right now and you plan on turning it into a rental and not selling within the next 10 years, you're still buying at a good time because rent prices do not really drop during a recession. You're still going to, if it is cash flowing, be able to turn around, get out of that home, then buy another home if there is a recession here in the next few years, and then actually turn that property into a rental property and then just continuing to up your real estate game. So that is my plan. I don't ever plan to sell any of the homes that I ever buy from here on out. I plan on just holding and continue to build my rental portfolio. And that is my recommendation to you, the viewer. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found some tips, tricks, and helpful pieces of information that will help you to buy your first home. If you have more questions, if you have more suggestions, especially, leave those down in the comment section and I will answer those as quick as I can. Please do not forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification. That way you will get more tips and tricks from me about real estate. We are going to be adding more and more real estate here in the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.